So we have been punishing children for having ADHD and other neurodivergent symptoms instead of helping them. And then we punish ourselves and we're just like, oh, well, this doesn't exist because I'm fine. And it's like, bitch, I can tell you are not fine and you also have a disability too. But you just don't want to have accommodations for it. You think that makes you look bad or stupid or whatever. And with this transgender barista at Starbucks who hates working 8 hours a day, you should definitely say disability. You should put disability in that sentence. But nobody wants to talk about people with disabilities. In fact, neurodivergent is a disability. Depression, anxiety is a disability. It can be debilitating. It can mess up how you work in a day. But nobody wants to say, oh, it's a disability, because we want to accept things like that as something people can work through. And it's just like dental care. Like, oh, we don't care about people's teeth because you can miss a tooth and still wake up and go to work. That's how our society is built. If you can work through this, we don't care. And a lot of people are showing that they can work through pain, right? And they're amazing because they can do it. But here's the thing. If we live in a society, and this is talked about in the Sane Society, and this is talked about by Dr. Gabor Mate, Gabormate, and the Sane Society, which is another book. It was written like in the 1900s by a German guy. Point is, if our society like hates people, right, who are showing that the society is wrong and there's something messed up within the society, our society is messed up. So what am I trying to say? In indigenous cultures, let's go back to our roots, right? The hunter-gatherer lifestyle, the people who lived off the land. If somebody just starts crying and breaking down, nobody ever says, why are they crying? Why are they breaking down like that? What's wrong with them? These people are crazy. They're Looney Tunes. They're off the rocker. Oh my gosh, they got to be locked up in prison somewhere. I can't deal with them. No, they don't shame people. They don't ostracize them. They say, okay, what has our society been doing that's wrong? Because this person is actually here to help us know how to do better so we don't continue a cycle of trauma that's actually hurting people. Because like the person who shows that they have pain is good. Why is this good? Because pain shows, okay, there's actually a problem, we can fix it. That's been the approach to pain for many of years, as in longer than our civilization, right? Longer than our current day and age. Pain is seen as a good thing. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel angry because these are healthy emotions. You need these emotions. When you suppress these emotions, there's a problem, right? Darcia Narvaez gave an example, and she's like a teacher, of course, educator about indigenous cultures and morality. How do people become good people? And she said, if a baby, and lots of people have said this actually, but you should look up Darcia Narvaez. And she said that if a baby comes out the womb and isn't crying, I think it was her that said that. Anyway, if a baby comes out the womb and it's not crying, and it's not saying anything, it's not feeling, it has no reaction, there's a problem. But then if you're a child and you're actually kicking, you're screaming, you're being, a baby, it's good until, you get older, like, 3 months older, and you're crying, and now your parents hate you and want to shove you in a dark ass closet with a stuffed animal, a dead thing to play with and love and hold like it's a real person. That traumatizes a child. And yeah, people have pain, people cry, babies cry, and even how we approach babies crying, we like to tell them to shut up, this is the real world, and nobody's gonna hold you. That's not good. And so with this guy who is the barista at Starbucks, I understand the anger, I understand the wake up and work, but nobody should be working to survive. I don't think work is that great. I don't think working is that glorious. I don't think it's that fantastic. And oh, I'm so glad you can work an 8-hour shift as a barista. Yay to you. But there are real problems that are hurting people and you don't want to fix them. So obviously, there's something wrong with you, and I should not listen to your opinion about anything. Because you don't even see people as people. You can't even see disabled people and try to help them. And as well, many people are disabled, whether diagnosed, undiagnosed, hidden, visible, whatever. Many people are. And then this type of behavior forces disabled people to just pretend that they're not disabled in order to get a job, which ends up hurting them in the long run. But of course, nobody cares. Nobody really cares about who's has a disability. Nobody. They just care about yelling at people for not working because working is just so amazing and you need to work your whole life to live. Even though our society has evolved and we have so many machines and we have never raised minimum wage at all, to the point that if someone says, yeah, let's make $50 an hour a thing, people don't understand why. And honestly, nobody can say that, right? But the reason why is because minimum wage has never increased in so many years that, yeah, people should be making damn $50 an hour. But nobody really wants to do that. You want to keep people poor, you want to keep them desperate, and you want to keep them working a job that they hate, that stresses them out and makes them cry, and then you want to not care about them. And yeah, I don't like that.